Did you know that the difference between living paycheck to paycheck and being a millionaire isn't always about earning more? It's about how you manage what you already have. It's true. Plenty of millionaires live frugally, and they use some pretty clever strategies to cheat the system. You might be imagining luxury cars, extravagant homes, and jet setting around the world. But trust me, many millionaires are playing a completely different game. The best part? You can apply these same habits to your own financial life, even if you're just starting out. If you want to learn the time-tested habits of the wealthy, subscribe to stay up to date with smart, no-nonsense financial tips that anyone can use. All right, so what are these habits that millionaires swear by? Let's dive into the 5 frugal living habits that have made them rich and can help you too. It's tempting, right? You get a promotion at work and now you want to upgrade your life. Maybe a flashier car, bigger apartment, or more frequent vacations. But here's the kicker. Most millionaires avoid lifestyle inflation like the plague. Warren Buffett is a perfect example. Despite being a billionaire, he still lives in the same house he bought in 1958. Why? Because once you start increasing spending just because your income went up, you end up stuck in an endless cycle of needing more money to maintain that lifestyle. It's a classic trap, but millionaires know that real wealth isn't about having more. It's about needing less. The takeaway here? Every time your income rises, resist the urge to splurge. Instead, use that extra money to invest, save, or pay down debt. That's how you create lasting financial security. Here's a pro strategy. Millionaires tend to be very intentional with their purchases. They aren't easily swayed by marketing hype. They only buy what they really need. And when they do, they focus on getting the best possible price. Take Jim Walton, for example, one of the heirs to Walmart's fortune. He's worth billions, but he's known for driving a pickup truck and finding deals where he can. The Walton family's notorious for being frugal bargain hunters. They aren't afraid to shop sales or buy in bulk, even though they have more than enough money to always buy premium. You can start doing the same thing with the everyday items you need. Look for deals, use coupons, and this is a big one, buy in bulk for stuff you know you'll use. Things like non-perishable food, paper goods, and cleaning supplies can be bought for a fraction of the cost if you stock up during sales. Remember, every dollar you save on necessities is a dollar you can invest in your future. Here's a millionaire hack that works like magic: the 24-hour rule. When millionaires want to make a big purchase, they don't buy it right away. Instead, they wait. It sounds simple, but it's incredibly effective. By delaying impulse buys, they allow themselves time to reflect on whether the purchase is truly necessary. And very often, after taking a step back, they realize they didn't need or want it as much as they thought. This is a rule investors like Mark Cuban follow. Even though he can afford to buy just about anything, Cuban is known to pause before making any non-essential purchase, asking himself, is this a want or a need? You'd be surprised how often that cooling off period stops you from spending money on things that don't add any value to your life. Better yet, use that time to research alternatives. Maybe you can find a better deal or realize you don't need the item at all. Let's clear up a misconception. Being frugal doesn't mean being cheap. Millionaires understand the difference between buying cheap junk and buying value. The key is buying quality items that last. Take Elon Musk, for example. Now, despite his reputation for luxury items, he's also a guy who owns high-quality essentials that lasts for years. Millionaires tend to invest in items that don't need to be replaced often. A well-crafted pair of shoes, a solid laptop, or a well-made piece of furniture might have a higher upfront cost, but because they last so long, they wind up being way cheaper over time than buying cheaper items you constantly have to replace. So, next time you're shopping for something you know you'll use for years, think quality over quantity. It's a mindset shift that will save you tons of money and make your life easier in the long run. Number 5, and possibly the most important habit millionaires use to build and maintain their wealth, is automating their savings and investments. Millionaires make their savings habits automatic so they don't have to rely on willpower or run the risk of forgetting to save. David Bach, author of The Automatic Millionaire, advocates for this approach. He says you should pay yourself first, before paying bills, allocating anything to expenses, or even splurging on a night out. By setting up automatic transfers to a savings or investment account, you ensure that your money is working for you in the background without you having to think about it. The cool thing is, you don't need to be rich to do this. You can start automating your savings right now, even if it's smaller amounts each week. Over time, that small, consistent effort compounds, and your future self will thank you. So there you have it, the 5 frugal living habits that millionaires use to cheat the system. Let's recap. Millionaires avoid lifestyle inflation. They master the art of buying on sale and in bulk. They use the 24-hour rule before making purchases. They buy quality to avoid repeated spending, and they automate their savings and investments. Start adopting these habits today, and you'll be surprised how far you can go with even the simplest changes. Remember, building wealth isn't about one big breakthrough. It's about the little habits that stack up over time. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips that can transform your financial future.